every time John chose to commit murder at sea. Afterward, he would tie the victim's body to a 2-ton stone anchor and use the anchor's weight to sink it into the ocean. But this time, something went wrong. John was suddenly tripped by the swinging rope, fell into the sea, and accidentally started the small wooden boat. The stone anchor dragged the boat, and it began to sail in circles. John struggled to swim to the surface, only to be hit directly on the head by the fast-moving boat. Fortunately, his injury was not serious, and he managed to survive. The boat was still circling, but soon returned to its starting point. Having learned his lesson, John took a deep breath and dived underwater to avoid being hit by the boat again. 3 minutes later, when the small wooden boat passed the same spot once more, driven by a strong desire to survive, John grabbed the rope and swam upward little by little. Although he was temporarily out of danger, John was less than 10 centimeters away from the high-speed rotating propeller. One small mistake could have left him severely injured. In the end, John used his last bit of strength to pull out the power cord, and the propeller stopped spinning. But he did not dare to relax. John climbed back onto the boat and quickly threw his friend's body into the sea. The body sank to the seabed. However, John knew that just disposing of the body was not enough to clear his suspicion. He also had to destroy the evidence. He then drove the boat to an uninhabited shore, poured gasoline all over the corners of the cabin, and lit a lighter to burn away the traces of his friend's blood. To prevent anyone from finding the small wooden boat, John loaded stones onto it, hoping to sink it to the bottom of the sea. Unexpectedly, the water here was too shallow. It could barely cover the hull, and the engine was still exposed above the water surface. After a full day of tossing and turning, John was completely exhausted and had no energy to take care of these details. So he left directly, not knowing that this move would bring him a painful price.